Good evening, Multiverse! And welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Jerry Aldini, your general manager. And tonight, first off, I have an announcement to make. I don't know why this keeps happening, but we're pushing back Millennium Dragon. Tentatively we're going to be on the 18th, which we're already past that, and then we were going to be on the 29th, and now we're going to be on January 5th. So instead of the last pay-per-view of the year, it's going to be the first pay-per-view of the year. For reasons known only to the brass. So tonight is not the go-home show. That'll be next week. Don't know why, but here we are. But that doesn't mean we don't have exciting action, including your main event. Last week, we saw a brutal backstage brawl featuring the Son of Thunder, Johan Mjoln, and the Ginger Boy, Tommy Black. Well, those two have made it clear they can't wait any longer and have both demanded that tonight they face each other in the main event for the Nexus Titan Championship. It is going to be I already know, just with what we've got on the card tonight, it's going to be a crazy match, including, can Osman Killick keep his winning streak alive? That is the question, and we will see when he faces another top-tier talent tonight. Also, the question on everyone's lips. The hell's going on with Dirty Deeds? They came in last week dirt cheap and attacked Hero Time backstage at the end of the show. And from what we suspect, we think Red Star Roman might have been that mysterious masked attacker that's been going after people. Hopefully we can get some answers for that tonight, but before all of that, before we can get to anything, including your opening match, we have to hear from a man who just learned who he's going to be facing at Millennium Dragon. I'm, of course, speaking of your multiversal heavyweight champion, TJ, the Mint, Gable. There he is, folks. After last week's main event, he now knows he will face Nice Ice at Millennium Dragon. Folks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed because I was actually looking forward to facing Grizzly Adams at Millennium Dragon. A chance to face a former multiversal heavyweight champion. Oh no, that would have been the icing on the cake. Yeah, I know, mint icing. But I don't care in the end because I am the multiversal heavyweight champion. And I have always said that I'll take on any challenge. These last 4 months, I have been standing tall at the top of MNW and enjoying every moment. So if it's gonna be me and Nice Ice, then it's gonna be me and Nice Ice, and it's gonna be the same damn ending when I show him that we are not gonna kowtow to him and his ICC. Well, it sounds like the Siberian cyborg heard that and is coming out with, well, some opinions, I'm sure. So, folks, here he is, the number one contender for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. Nice Ice. This would not be his first shot at the big prize, but it's going to be his first since, well, let's just say a lot's happened with Ice and the ICC. Dement Gable. Nice Ice. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must, as the great equalizer, remind you, no one is above me. And I look forward to putting you back where you belong. You know, if I weren't such an easygoing fella there, Ice, I might take offense to the way you said that, back where I belong. Huh? And tell me, Nice Ice, where precisely do you think that is? Why, the tag division, naturally, with the rest of your units. You are a fine tag team competitor, but you are not the person who should be face of MNW Warzone. Well, seems to me I've been doing a mighty fine job being the face of the company, holding up the belt. The fans seem behind me. And, oh, yeah, my merch sales doing great. So, no, I think I'm doing fine. But, no, you tell yourself this little story about how everyone is beneath you. Is true. Is like saying in book, I just hear they're making movie of, Animal Farm. Everyone is equal, but some more equal than others. That is Nice Ice. Yeah, that's a telling quote right there. Yeah, I saw that trailer. It was weird. Look, Ice, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not backing down, and I'm going to show you what it is that brought me here to the big stage, and you are going to be disappointed. Oh, you have much to learn, Mint Gable. I, Nice Ice, am ever the teacher, and will show you folly of your ways when I finally hold the belt that I deserve. Yeah, that's, you're not the first to make that claim. You won't be the last. And it don't matter, because you can try and get in my head. You can try and jackjaw me all you want. All I know is January 5th, you're going down. Oh, is this the case, Mint Gable? Well then, I will have to teach you error of ways and show that the final evolution, the final pinnacle achievement of ICC comes All right, well, you know, I don't know. That's about what I expect from Nice Ice these days. But Gable never backs down. Never once. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. Won't happen now. And while that was going on, and this should surprise no one, we got a post from the unknown soldier himself, Sergeant Major Payne, saying, yo, TJ, do me a solid and show that tin can that we don't need to be altered to hold gold. Hashtag mint to be. That is a succinct and straightforward message from Sergeant Major Payne. And Payne, I am working on it. I'm trying to get us that crossover moment with Flashbang, but there's something weird going on. Not the least of which is Flashbang people are over here on Warzone causing trouble. I feel with that going on, that should be our road to get you over there and get that belt that you've got a shot at. But while we're worried about that, it is time to get to the reason you're all here, and that is some good old-fashioned wrestling. And we all know that besides the Heat in the heavyweight division, there is the Multiversal Tag Team Championship division. And after last week, some great matches. And one in particular, because Devin, and he was in my office again this week, folks, because he's always in my office wanting his next shot. And I pointed out, you did win. And he's like, fine, but not enough. Yeah, I at least, you know what? He's not a guy that avoids things. I'll give him that. So, I promised him not only would he and Jack Abbott be in action this week, that they would be pulling the curtain in your opening match. So let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing VIP.
That's right, folks. It's VIP. Ozir Turan and Suplex Sam coming to ring after a fairly impressive match of their own last week. And because my thought is, Devin, you want to prove yourself. Here's some veterans. Prove yourself.
And introducing their opponents, Shoot Nation.
And Devin and Jack Abbott, Shoot Nation. Now, of course, the irony here is Suplex Sam is a former member of Shoot Nation, and honestly, they've been aligned with VIP. But as I pointed out, you want to get your shot, you got to win the matches. So if anything is going to show if Shoot Nation has the heart for this, it's this. Oh, and Abbott right off the bat. But his old friend Sam trying to get him in outside the ring. Oh! The biggest problem here is, again, you've got 3 of the 4 wrestlers in this match know each other way too well, and what a shock suplex with a suplex. And, well, with the VI Pharaoh. This is going to be interesting. Ozir Turan, of course, one of the greatest submission wrestlers in the business. Devin and Jack Abbott, skilled MMA fighters. And, oh, reversal by the VI Pharaoh, but not enough to keep Abbott down. And, oh, Ozir refuses to be caught in that corner. Oh, into an arm bar. Reversed by Abbott. And a tag to Devin. In comes the implacable, well, I wouldn't say unstoppable, that's Gorm, but the never say die attitude of Devin. Am I happy that he's in my office every week? Not really. Do I at least admire the hustle? Yes. Yes, I do. Right now, though, he is not getting a lot of admiration from a man who has signed a few paychecks for him. Currently getting manhandled by the richest man in the multiverse. Oh! Speaking of rich men, we know... Oh, going for the cover. 1 count. That on January 5th at Millennium Dragon, Sir Uncle Dunk will be in a Face Your Fears. Oh! Knocked off by Suplex Sam. As I was saying, Sir Uncle Dunk, the former richest man in the multiverse, will face off in a Face Your Fears match set up by the storyteller for the opportunity to rewrite his fate. Oh, taunt to body! And tagging in his partner. Kick out at 2 by Turan. And it looks like, what are we going to get? Well, Abbott was setting up for something, probably a scorpion's tail, but blocked by Turan, who is softening up that arm for the trials of Osiris. And Ozir bringing in Suplex Sam, who's continuing the punishment Sam is determined to beat the hell out of Devin. Like, does he owe him money? What's going on? And now Abbott, after a failed attempt at going after Turan. What is Sam doing? I think Sam for a moment forgot it's not a no DQ match. And a DDT by Abbott. Oh, setting up for a slam, instead knee to the face. And now we're going to get the trio. Uno, dos, tres. And, uh-oh, it doesn't look, oh, this is looking bad for Jack. Oh, reversal. And as I said earlier, oh no! Samplex! Kick out at 2. People in this ring that know each other way too well. And he is just taking apart Ozir Turan. And Turan in the corner, not a good place. At least it's not the enemy corner. Sam was thinking about breaking it up, but I guess he got waved off by Turan, who said he could handle it. As Devin comes in. Oh, I think going for the drop toe hold for the STF, but reversed into a tequila sunrise. A rare moment of softening a leg by Trent. Oh! Drop kick from all the way uptown. And Turan with the apron DDT. Unfortunately, I was going to say unfortunately left himself vulnerable, but maybe I spoke too soon. Turan working over that arm. And going for a cover. 1. Whipped it. Oh, collision. And an arm drag takedown. And again, I feel Turan wasting a little time worrying about the man not legal in the ring. And taking his eye off the prize like that might cost him. Or it could lead to a judgment of Anubis on the outside. Oh, we're up to an 8 count. Somebody better figure out. Oh, no, you're not.
And your winners, Shoot Nation.
Well, there you have it. You know, there's an old saying in wrestling, and I'm sure it's what Devin is thinking. I told him, you need to get the wins to get the boost. And that is a win. Not necessarily how we want to see it, but a win's a win. Interestingly, we got a message on social media from the gentleman of MNW, Scott E. Stevens, saying, there was a time I wanted to join VIP. Could still work. That's interesting because Scott E. Stevens is a flashbang talent, but people move back and forth between the shows all the time. I mean, if he wants to re-sign with Warzone, I mean, conversations can be had. Anyway. Well, with that out of the way, time to get ready for our next matchup. And folks, this one is going to be interesting. And what the hell is going on down at the ring? No, I did not authorize this. No, I did not. Theron Markov is suspended. The hell's he think he's doing? Oh, I can hear Jerry just screaming up on his booth. He's got to be furious that the man that got suspended for attacking him is in the middle of his ring. Well, you just stew for a minute, Aldini, while I explain what's going on. So, where was I? All right, y'all probably wondering what's going on with my good and long-time friends, Dirty Deeds. Did you think just suspending me meant I couldn't do anything? I got friends. I got long-time friends. Don't you remember that Kath Gina and I are particularly close? Now, Evie and I have joined her for tea many a time. And it's really easy when you got friends like that used to working in the shadows to come over here and have them take out everyone who's wronged the Outlaws. Because there's the truth. Y'all gotta understand. No one... Well, he was saying, oh boy, it's the Blue Hood. The Blue Hood who was attacked last week by Red Star Roman and Jack the Questionable. Hero Time has been a prime target. And it looks like the Hood, the darkest member of Hero Time, the one most likely to use outlaw-like tactics, is coming out to meet him. Oh, this is, you've got now two volatile people in the ring. I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't surprise me at all. I knew somewhere all of this had the stink of Theron Markov on it. So, what a shock when I see you in the ring, taking credit, using your friends to do your dirty work. Well, as I was saying before you so rudely interrupted me, No one can stop me. No rules, no suspensions, nothing, Hood, can stop the Outlaws. We are a force of nature. What you are is a pile of bullshit. But I know that you have to be dealt with, and you need to be dealt with head on. So I'm going to give you the one thing you can't resist. A challenge to prove how badass you are. Well, it does seem like you know me. But what are we talking? Oh, please tell me it's going to be a death match. I love a good death match, Blue Hood. I'd love to face you in a death match. So if that's your offer, well, I'm your Huckleberry, boy. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh no, you misunderstand. I'm not challenging you to a death match. Theron, I'm challenging you to War Games! Hero time versus, tell you what, your Outlaws and Bring Dirty Deeds. And I promise you, you're going down. Oh, War Games! Well, next to a death match, I love the idea of a War Games. Oh, yeah, what was it that somebody said recently to Jean Tristan? Oh, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. But what's the stipulations? Oh, that's easy. But right now! And here we go. We were getting to the stipulations, but Hood decided to punctuate. Getting him down there. Markov. Oh, and down they go. Markov back in the ring. They're messing with each other. Oh, yeah, that's a... And now they are on the outs. Oh! And taking the Hood down. And neck breaker. And down goes the Hood. The ref is breaking it up. They want to fight it. We're trying to maintain some order here. There's been a challenge for War Games, but we don't know. There's got to be something. Hang on a sec. Hang on. Those two are being escorted back here. They got to walk past my desk to get backstage. Hang on a second. Security. Bring him here. Bring him to my desk. Yeah. Hood, you made the biggest mistake of your damn life. Yeah. Maybe I did. But I'm willing to take that chance. All right, both of you. Hood, what are you offering? Oh, that's easy, Jerry. If the Outlaws win, I give up my wish. You know the wish. Any match, any opponent, any stipulation, I'll surrender that. But if Hero Time wins, then Theron is fired. Oh, know you're dropping a big old prize, and you think I'm scared of being fired by this fool? Tell you what, Hood. You're on War Games. Because you know what? I'd love to get my... Can you imagine what I will do with your wish? Yeah, like I said, do not come and threaten Theron Markov with a good time. All right, that's enough. Get these two out of here. I don't want to see them again for the rest of the night. Jeez. Oh. Well, I guess I know a match I got to put onto the card for Millennium Dragon. It's been challenged and it has been accepted. Hero Time versus a combo team of the Outlaws and Dirty Deeds will face off at Millennium Dragon in War Games. Oh boy, you know what? I gotta get back to some wrestling here. Okay, you know what? Normally I'd be concerned with this next match, but after everything that just happened, it might actually be a breath of fresh air. When we very recently saw the return of the Nightmare Project Con, and well, as is a tradition, when somebody comes back from a long absence, we give them what we like to call a tune-up match. Oh dear. Social media is going nuts, including this post by R. Sawyer saying, "This is what I love being in, I would pitch in Theron, but I gotta be a Huckleberry for someone else. Have fun." Of course, he's speaking of his ongoing issues with the Stormcrow Jagger Blackthorn. Anyway, Khan wants to get back in the ring, but I'm personally wanting him to have a tune-up match. He said he didn't need one, but he will. He described it as he will humor me. Oh, let's go to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing it's Khan.
There he is. Have you ever, if you're new to MNW, congratulations, you're about to see a rat ogre wrestle. What's a rat ogre? I'm not sure. It has something to do with something called a warp. I don't understand. This guy used to be a Turkish oil wrestler way, way back in the day. And now, Phyllis usually tells me when we get local talent not to bother learning their name. I shouldn't get that attached. Normally, I want to call them something, but yeah, for once, I think she's right. Whoever this guy is, though, he's scooping up Khan. Because, all right, look. I appreciate the hustle, and I know that ever since the ascension of the Multiversal Ant, who was a local talent that got signed, everyone knows that there is a possibility. But this is Khan. This is the first ever TTV champion. the first ever to accomplish the gift of chaos, although he did not, in fact, get the Universal Heavyweight Championship. And Snake Eyes got, did he bust Khan open? I'll give him credit. He's trying. And now, bringing him up. And Khan just casually, it's not that was a leg sweep. It was casual. It's like Khan went, and I've humored you long enough. Khan is just stalking him on the outside. And over goes the guy. Locking up. Oh, and DDT. Oh, the guy managed, was that a reversal? Oh, he's going for a pin. One. Oh, and this guy is hammering blows on Khan in the corner. Beating those drums of war. And now he is celebrating to the crowd. Oh, was going for something. Got a clothesline on Khan. Going for a pin again. Khan getting up. And tossing that guy out. Oh, and a hammering blow from all the way uptown. And we're up to a 2 count. Guy was trying something, but Khan just pushed him off. Oh, into the steps. Oh, and there's like Khan getting back in the ring. And here he comes, hoisting Khan up and hanging him out to dry. Khan rolls out of the way. Did that roll seem a little casual to you? Another DDT. Dragon screw takedown. Getting Khan in the corner and clotheslining him. This guy's putting up a good show. Or kick out at 2. Giving us some celebration. Oh. And, oh, taking him out at the knee. Wait a minute. Going for a 1 count. And Khan now going up. And dropping a knee.
And your winner, Khan.
And there he is. He just won, but I just realized there was no Warp Stone Rage. There was no Byzantine Backbreaker. There was no Warp Fire Bomb. No Rat Ogre Rampage. I think Khan was giving the guy a chance by not bringing his A game intentionally. I think Khan was essentially playing with his food. And on social media, well, okay, first off, we've got this post from Theron saying, when we beat you, I know exactly where that wish is going. Hashtag unban outlaws. I am of decidedly mixed feelings on that. But we also have a post that just went up from Khan. What a nice little appetizer. I knew it! He was just toying with him. He told me he didn't need to bother with a tune-up. So he didn't, that's his way of telling me what he thought. All right, fine. Well, welcome back, Khan. Well, we need to move this night along, and look, somebody asked for ring time. And with everything going on with them and their rivalry, I know better than to, you know what, I gave it to him just because it's not worth the effort to do anything else but give it to them because it's Jean Tristan. It's just the same old story over and over again, isn't it? Dagrick Gorman, Sam Jacks thought they could get a win over the Dark Lords. Oh, I think they need to understand they're just a little fluke of a team. They are many things. Consequential is not one of them. And I knew they thought, oh, it's so cute. It's a dwarf and a not a golem. Might as well be. What did they call it? Oh, Goliath. That's it, Goliath. And then, of course, with that other little vampire. It was so cute. They thought they were a real team taking on real legends. But, it's just a laugh. But I hope you understand this. We're done now. Yes, we're done. Well, seems like someone's not done. It's the Dagger, Daggerick, the Dwarven Prince. Here he comes. These two have been going at it. Having a good laugh, be ya? Well, let me tell you something, Jaunt. You think we a fluke? Well, I got bad news for you. We finally found our third man, and it's not who you think. We are now ready for you. still trying to hold on to relevancy with both your little dirt-covered hands. Well, you've got a third member. How good for you. And you say it's not who I expect. So it's not Samjax. Nah, it's not Samjax. No, we found the exact right person. And little talking with the booking committee. We got a match tonight. Our debut match as a trios team. And then once this little tune-up's done, we'll be ready for ya. Oh, so it's going to be Dagrick Gorm and wrestler to be named later. Because that's it's going to be an exciting tag name, I'm sure. We'll see. Oh, did you get another person with a G name? G-G-G. That would be a great name for you. G-G-G. Laugh all you want, Jaunt. We are coming out tonight with the perfect partner. And, yeah, you're going to get to know what our team name is finally. And I do not think you're going to like it. Because it's going to spell out your future. And be the warning of what's going to happen to you. Oh, is it, so let's see. What names would that be appropriate? So you're going to call yourself Capitulation. You're going, oh no, better yet, SOS. Or how about simply, We Give Up. Those all sound like appropriate names for you. You can mock all you want, Jaunt. But when you see what we be bringing, when you see what is going to happen, when you see what we have in store for you, you's gonna be laughing out the other side of your face. Well, I, for one, can't wait. I'll tell you what, I'll have front row seats so that I can see you bumble about the ring while trying to appear tough, while trying to appear like you actually matter. Sure, it'll be worth a few moments' entertainment. So go on, go backstage, go to your Goliath, and, oh, I know, the G-G-G. You found a gelatinous cube, didn't you? That's it, right? It's going to be you, the Golem, and the gelatinous cube. Oh, that'll be adorable. I look forward to seeing you try. All right, well, that explains. I had this name on the booking sheet tonight. I didn't understand. It was something filled in by. It was actually something filled in by Pete. And now I get it. Oh, I get it. I see that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's going to be fun. All right, well, later tonight, we're going to see the debut of Gorm and Daggeric's new partner and their new team name. But we've got a couple of matches before we can get there. And one of those, folks, if you've been paying attention the last few weeks, you know that Osman Killick has been on an absolute winning streak. Can he keep it going? Well, let's head to ringside and find out.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Osman Killick.
When you wish upon a superstar, Osman Killick, the Jin, and former tag partner of Khan, who you saw in the previous match, and I'm sure he's really interested about the fact that the Blue Hood is putting his wish on the line to have a War Games match between Hero Time and the Outlaws and Dirty Deeds. Well, we're at that point. Millennium Dragon is only a couple of weeks away, and it is beginning to shape up to be a hell of a show. And now all we need is Killick's opponent.
And introducing their opponent, Tiki the Troll.
Representing Soul Train, Tiki the Troll. So we have a Jin and a Bridge Troll about to face off. I mean, not for the first time, but Tiki's been having some great matches as well of late. And now that Osman is building up a head of steam, looking to see if he can be the one to bring that train to a stop. Tiki also having a victory in his last match, I'm pretty sure. The record keeper will let me know. And here they go, and right off the bat, oh! I think he was getting ready for an Alabama slam, but Tiki took the advantage and got him in the small of the back. Because, folks, one thing you got to do if you want to get the big shots, you got to build up the records. Osman's been doing a great job of that of late. Oh! Gut wrench slam. Or sometimes called a side slam. Oh, but Tiki get him in the corner and reverse clothesline. Tiki pressing the advantage. Oh, breaking him over his knee. Whipping Osman back in the ring. And, oh, slamming him down. Getting that rope break, which is good. Tiki is a leg submission specialist. As you see him softening up Killick's leg. As stated, both of these wrestlers have very impressive win-loss records at this moment. As we bring 2025 to a close. Matching up again, and oh, getting him into the bridge. And, oh, neck breaker, twisting neck breaker. Oh, and I think Osman has been busted open. And, oh, Tiki takes him down. Again, as stated, Osman's been on a streak. Tiki's been doing great himself. This win could be great for either Osman keeping his streak going, Tiki showing that he can take on even somebody as hot as the Jin. Oh, reversal by Osman. Oh, but taken down by the troll. Leg sweep. The power of Killick. Oh, military press. And into the corner. Oh, and hitting him with a corner clothesline. And now hoisting Killick up. And now getting him into that submission hold on the outside. Weakening the knee of Killick. Even if Killick had tapped out, it wouldn't have mattered. It's got to happen in the ring. As the Spanish announce table gets nervous. Up to a 4 count. Tiki wanting him back in the ring. Realizing he might not make it and breaking the count. And bringing him up and getting that toe troll. Oh, but Killick goes, no! Into the corner goes Osman. Fighting out, Osman has no quit. Oh, and again the knee. The tenderizing of that leg. Jawbreaker. Both sense opportunity. Oh, and Tiki bringing it, going for a pin. Kick out at 2. Killick determined to keep his streak alive. And a double axe handle from all the way uptown. And again, working the legs. Setting the framework. Twisting neck breaker. Clothesline by Killick. Jawbreaker. And slamming him down. And throwing Tiki back in the ring. And on the 7 count, re-entering the ring. And now we're having a punching contest. Oh, busting the Troll open. The Troll takes him out of his legs. And what is Tiki planning? Trying to reposition him, but Killick keeps moving. I think Tiki is feeling it. And once more trying to reposition Killick, and Killick moves again. Trying to bring him down. I think he was trying to set up for under a bridge, and Killick got out of the way. And hangs Tiki out to dry, going for a pin. Kick out at 1. Did he pick him up by the... Nah, he wouldn't have picked him up by the ears. That's not Osman's style. Discus punches, though. Slamming his head. Oh, and what is... Oh, here it comes. Oh, clothesline in the corner. Down goes the Troll. Oh, I think he was going to put him in the camel clutch. Tiki got away. Again, working those legs. Osman gets out of the ring for a moment of recovery. And again, working the calf on the outside. Osman's tapping, but he's outside, so it doesn't count. We're up to a 4 count, but it's on the outside. And again, hitting him with the toe. We're up to a 7 count. And again, Tiki clearly does not want to win by count out. Double axe handle from all the way up down. I am getting it from, I'm getting told, yeah, Osman has 5 straight wins. Tiki has 3 singles wins in a row. So in singles competition, both are on win streaks. Osman is just longer. Killick thrown back into the ring. Twisting neck breaker. This could be Tiki's 4th, ending the 5-win streak of Osman. Osman's getting up, and one more time, the Troll Toll.
And your winner, Tiki the Troll.
There he is. So Tiki is keeping his streak alive, racking up his 4th singles win in a row, and bringing the impressive 5-win streak of Osman Killick to an end. But again, Osman, that was the closest of matches. And I promise you, Osman has nothing to be ashamed of. And with that, we now have, well, first off, before we get into it, I do need to, hang on, I'm double checking, making sure there's, sorry, I had to go, sometimes, you know, you got to check, make sure things aren't going too crazy on social media. And now, one of the matches that's going to happen at Millennium Dragon is the next matchup for the TTV Championship. And that is, well, was going to be One Chance versus West Wind. Except West Wind was convinced by Adrian Driscoll to give up his opportunity to hand that TTV title match to Driscoll, with promises that Driscoll will then use that sacrifice to raise West Wind up. Which honestly I think has everyone a little confused. None more so than the TTV champion, One Chance. Hola. I'm going to admit, One Chance is very confused. One Chance was all set to face the angelic West Wind for the TTV championship. To face the angelic warrior to get to the next win in my climb to the 7 defenses necessary. And then, out of the blue, One Chance is no longer facing Westwind. Now One Chance is facing Adrian Driscoll. And I've got to well, I have to question this, because Westwind, I feel, yeah, he came up, he did it all right, and yeah, he was getting his title shot. Driscoll just pulls Westwind into the wing and says, give me your shot, because I'm your cult leader. Let's face it, we all agree that was a little culty, right? Yes, I won't think so. And that makes me ask the simplest of all questions. If you had challenged Westwind to a match and beat him, I'd buy that. That's legitimate. That's how we do things in wrestling. Just saying, give me a match? I got to question your integrity. Oh, looks like somebody else is coming out. Folks, it's the multiversal ant. I don't think I've ever heard him speak before. I mean, literally, I'm signing that, but a promo, I don't think he's done this before. I think we're about to, for the first time, hear from the latest member of Hero Time. So here he comes, and I mean, looking very heroic. One chance. I, the multiversal ant, am completely in agreement with you. Adrian Driscoll just demanding his title shot from West Wind, just giving it up. You're right. He's a cult leader. Well, yes, I'm glad we can see eye to eye, Senior Ant. But this does bring one chance to a question. While it is excellent that we are in agreement, why are you here? What do you have else to say other than, agreeing with one? We all know that the despicable Adrian Driscoll is a diabolical man with machinations and plans within plans and cannot be trusted. And asking West Wind for that match can only be the beginning move. I mean, all right, yes, I see one chance sees exactly where you are speaking from, Ant. Is it Mr. Ant, Senior Ant? Just Ant? Never mind. I assume, since you're out here speaking with one chance, that you have a plan. Something to help. I see that something needs to change the equation. And I can only think of one simple thing. We can agree that Adrian Driscoll is a threat and should not get his hands on your championship and the power it holds. So I'm going to say, make it a triple threat. So, if one chance is understanding you correctly, what you are saying is, let you into the match as well. And then the odds favor either you or I winning and keeping the belt out of the hands of Driscoll. I agree, but isn't that a little self-serving? I cannot deny I am looking for an opportunity, and I'm being honest in that. Yes, I would love a shot at the TTV Championship. And what better way to take it than helping keep it out of the hands of Adrian Driscoll? That is my proposal. Well, okay, at least you're being honest. I respect that, Multiversal Ant. One likes this plan. For as you say, odds favor one of us beating Driscoll, keeping it out of his hands, which I agree is even more important than one continuing his streak. So we are in agreement. At Millennium Dragon, it will become a triple threat match. The Multiversal Ant versus Adrian Driscoll versus One Chance for the TTV Championship. And may the best of us win. I look forward to facing you in honorable combat. Well, that's interesting, but all right. I mean, we've seen that before with people doing triple threat. I think the last time we saw it, it was in an effort to get a belt off of Dr. Grimm. So there is history with that. There's even history with this being done by Hero Time. But we heard it here. How are they throwing off Adrian Driscoll? By adding a wild card factor to the TTV Championship. I don't have a lot of problem, especially since Juan, the champion, seems to be in agreement. And let's face it, what Driscoll did was really weird. So let's make that happen. And as general manager, I can add somebody to an existing match. Let's do it. Now, our next match. We've got some wrestlers who could use some wins, could use some exposure. Very strange pairing because of things that have been happening of late in the multiverse. When this proposal came across my desk, I looked at it and went, sure, why not? And as for what that match is, well, let's find out by heading to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Seth Jackson.
There he is, folks, Seth Jackson. A interesting figure. I'm sure he's going to be watching that TTV match because he is, in a lot of ways, an arch nemesis of Adrian Driscoll. But that's not who he's facing, because Seth Jackson is also an accomplished investigator and somebody who is dedicated to protecting the Nexus from, as he puts it, the spooky shit.
And introducing their opponent, Raphael Samson.
And the warlord of the multiverse, Raphael Samson, who feels he deserves better than he got and will take any means necessary to get what he thinks he deserves. It is going to be one-on-one action. Samson versus Jackson. As he approaches the ring. The thing is, I'm sure Samson in his normal way thinks he has this in the hand, but never, and I mean never, count out Seth Justice Jackson. And we're off. And Seth being whipped. Ew, back into the corner. Oh, into the arm. Leg sweep. And a corkscrew takedown. Often called a dragon screw takedown. And Samson, whoa, throwing him off, but being brought down by Jackson. These two going back and forth. And Raphael planting Jackson in the corner. And, oh, elbow strikes. Oh, right in the nose. Oh, ow, down he goes. And a really quick tackle to bring Jackson to the mat, bringing him back up, and suplex. And Seth keeps trying to finally gets in and brings the big man down after being pushed off several times. What? Seth, why? I mean, I understand he's a big threat, but really, do you have to divulge to those tactics? And slamming him down. And yes, Seth, folks, you saw that Seth is surprisingly strong. And Samson busting Jackson open. And a 2 count. And, oh, whipped into that corner, but the ref got the turnbuckle back on. Ow! Just adding injury to the forehead of Samson, who gets out of the ring. Seth going up. Tagging him, but it didn't really seem to affect Samson all that much. We're up to a 4 count. Samson slammed down by Seth. Seth back in the ring, telling Samson to come get him. Oh, Jackson knocking the big man down. Oh, no!
And your winner, Seth Jackson.
Oh, that's going to cause some problems. Seth won, but the ref didn't see that Raphael had grabbed the rope. And Raphael right now is not the kind of person to let that kind of thing slide. That is going to lead to issues. Big, unfortunate issues. Well, with that, we've got a lot more action for you, but before we get to it, we have to take a break. Because while Multiverse Nexus Wrestling Warzone is the finest in sports entertainment and professional wrestling, we are a business. We need to make some money. And one of the easiest ways to do that is with advertisements. So we're going to go to this commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to find out who the new partner of Gorm and Dagrick is and what their trio's name is. See you all after the break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms, looking to break the weary like monster breaking human twig in wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf, or when there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You too can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a god.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
God fucking damn it, Max! My wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE, and remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back. And folks, we are revving up for that debut of the new team. But we have one last bit of business before we can do that. And that is to hear from one of our champions, specifically one of our tag champions. That is, of course, Forrest, the Fortress Wade. Now, folks, I gotta be honest with you. Between the International Combat Club, OTP, now Night's Watch, I am more excited than ever to defend those multiversal tag team titles against the best. Because let me tell you something. Much like our dear brother TJ Gable, we are not afraid of any challenges. We have never been afraid of fighting bigger threats, and we have never steered away from a challenge. So the question is, and this is always the biggie, who do we face? Because we got so many choices. It's so hard because those are all great teams. They have all challenges. Who do we pick? I mean, ICC are a obviously disreputable bunch and been causing problems everywhere, but they're still a great team. OTP, you just can't deny them. And the Night's Watch, well, they've been out here week after week proving they have what it takes. Just seems so hard. Oh, and here comes the master of street lucha, Glycerius, from the International Combat Club. Of course, their leader, Nice Ice, to face TJ the Mint Gable at Millennium Dragon for the heavyweight belt. And I think I think we can all guess what he's going to suggest. Now, I can already assume what you're thinking, that I've come out here and I'm going to say, oh, you need to give it to us, the International Combat Club. And if it were Nice Ice doing this, sure, that might be what the recommendation is. But I come with a different proposal. Well, Mr. Glycerius, you're a legend, and I've always held you in esteem. I don't know how you could be dealing with what Ice is doing, but if you got a proposal that's not just giving you the shot, then consider me all ears. This answer is very simple. Make it a fatal four-way for the tag titles. You're right, there's too many teams. It's too hard to pick. All of us are vying for it. We keep vying for it. Let's just get us all in a ring and have at. All 4 teams, 1 ring, 1 winner. Well, that is an interesting proposal. Not one I would have expected. And you make some good points about all of us always vying. The tag division is honestly one of the hottest divisions. So, yeah, Fatal 4-Way is an interesting suggestion. It is interesting, but it is also, if you will allow me, probably the most fair. Everyone feels they deserve a shot. And I know that this will obviously upset Shoot Nation because they always think they have a shot, but we're not talking about them right now. No, it's constant though. You don't know how many voicemails I get from Devin every week. That doesn't even mention what Adonis gets. But I'm digressing. So, ICC, OTP, Night's Watch, and the units in a Fatal 4-Way. I'll be honest, I like it. That is because you are a true competitor. And what is more challenging than a Fatal 4-Way tag match? It is the most chaotic, yes, but it is the most challenging. You see, you know my weakness, Glycerius. I love a challenge. And I tell you, Adonis loves a challenge. I'll tell you what, why don't we go back? Let's see if we can convince the bookers. Jerry's busy. We can talk to Pete. Why don't we have a match later tonight? Oh, I think I see where you're going with this. Let's get a match with a member of each of the teams. Yes? As sort of a preview. Obviously not you and I. We can set up Lock-In and Adonis. And then a member each of OTP and the Night's Watch. Is this what you suggest? I like it. Let's go make that happen. Glycerius is being decidedly cordial. Completely unlike Nice Ice. How we get to all these things. Oh, and I already, hang on. I heard, they know I heard it. Let me see. Well, we got the TP, we got that match with the new team coming up. The trios. And then we've got the main event. I got room for one more match. Yeah. All right. Let's get, like they said, Lock-In and Adonis, and from the Night's Watch. Yeah, those two. All right. Well, and I guess we're going to have a Fatal 4-Way tag match coming up for the belts. All right, Millennium Dragon is shaping up to be a crazy show, but in the meantime, we've got a debut of a new team to come about. It is time. Who have Dagrick and Gorm chosen? And what are they calling their new faction? Well, only one way to find out, and that is to head to ringside for a debut tune-up match for a new trios team that Jean Tristram said he is going to be sitting in the front row to watch. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a trios match. Introducing the team of the Daggerick, Gorm, and Draco Rex. They are TPK.
There you have it, folks. TPK. Daggerick earlier tonight said the name of their new faction was what fate awaited the Dark Lords. And if you don't get that, then let me explain. TPK often stands for Total Party Kill. And yeah, they found the warrior who matches them the best. A Goliath, a dwarf, and a dragon warrior. And they're going up against, three local talents looking for an opportunity. That first guy being taken down by Draco quickly. Oh, yep, flying bulldog. That's a tag. And Draco then quickly tagging in the dagger. And a swinging neck breaker by the dwarf. And a scoop slam, and Daggerick going up to the mid rope, telling this guy to get up. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana takedown from the middle rope. And going for a pin. And the local going for a hot tag to his partner. Whipping himself into the corner, landing on Dag. And now a hammer and blow and another hammer and blow, and whip to the ropes. And Daggerick whipping him into TPK's corner. Oh, flying crossbody. Oh, and dropping him down. And once again, tagging in Draco. And a DDT. And Draco, the dragon, going for a moonsault. The guy gets out of the way. Planning to go out and get Draco, but ate a punch. I think he went after Daggerick and regretted. Now he's regretting again. Meanwhile, Draco decides, apron DDT on his partner. And eating the knee to you the hard way. And again, his partner trying to get to Draco. We're up to an 8 count. Draco back in the ring. 9 count. Can this guy make it? He does. But Draco out of the ring again. And now coming back in. Oh! With another takedown. Oh, his partner. And now with that rope-assisted moonsault. Draco coming over and tagging in Dagrick. And so far, Gorm has just been sort of watching this match. And now into the corner. Getting slammed around. And, oh, cross body. And finally coming over and tagging Draco in again. I guarantee you, this is, I think, in part, showing everyone what this team is going to look like. And their third partner finally in the match going after the Dragon Warrior. For the pin. Now that Gorm himself is in the match finally. And the strength of the Goliath. And with the dagger back in the ring. Oh, knocked out. This guy doing pretty good, but finally misses Daggerick. Oh, into the corner, kick to the head. But not even a 1 count. sucker punch on Dagrick. These guys are bringing it to the dagger. They can sense opportunity. Oh, Dagrick was going after the last guy, got a sucker punch. And is going to make that one pay. Slamming him down. Working the neck. And once again, tagging in Draco Rex, the Dragon Warrior. And with Gorm now in the ring, going for a pin! Broken up. And once again, Draco in the ring. He gets ready to fly. And Draco with the top rope Dragon Rana. This team, and oh! And Draco once again going after the legal man, but his partner's body got in the way. Now I think we're going to see some tag team coordination, but they waited too long, and Draco messed up the combo move on them. Snake eyes. What does it say when you do snake eyes on a dragon? And again, Draco in the wrong part of town. Broken up by the dagger. And that guy took on way too long. And now Rex gonna make him pay. His partner with that getting in, and again, snake eyes on Draco. And now just getting triple teamed. Broken up by Dagrick. Draco whipped into the ropes. Oh, pushes him off. And whips him into TPK's corner. And a acrobatic arm drag takeover going for the pin. Only gets a 1 count. And being taken around the world by the Dragon Warrior, who tags in the Goliath. And oh, the full weight of the Goliath from up top. Hoisting. Oh, that guy's been hoisted up by Dagrick. And oh, just taking those knees to the gut. Oh, this doesn't look good for him. Gorm going up top again, and oh, full body splash. Goliaths are not light people. I'm surprised this one doesn't have pulverized bones yet. And Gorm just dropping them all. We're up to say, well, at least this will break the count. We are up to an 8 count. I think, oh. Well, good news. We didn't get a count out. And this guy throwing Draco into the ring and now finally getting in just in time to be mowed down by the Goliath. And body slammed.
And your winners, TPK.
Well, there it is, the debut match of TPK, a new tag team of stupendous warriors. And now, next stop, the Dark Lords, I'm sure. There is, I mean, you can feel it in the air. TPK against the Dark Lords. The question is, what kind of match is, and what is the Dark Lords' response? I think we can guess it's going to be mockery. But now we know, and what a team, a dwarf, a dragon, and a Goliath. Our buy rates in Faerun are going to go off the charts. But now, as we anticipate what that is going to look like, we have to head down because we got more going on, including we have some challenges coming up. We have some matches that we need to solidify for Millennium Dragon. We've got belts that need a defendant. And one of those is the newest belt. That, of course, being Necrom's Underworld Championship. And we're going to head down to ringside to hear from the potential challenger, Sasquatch Wing. This one want to be clear. Millennium Dragon. Necrom. Nightmare Man. This one want to face you for Underworld Championship. And Sasquatch Wing. Sasquatch Wing, not one for devious plans. No tricks up kilt. No, what word use? Shenanigans. Just moment. Two warriors enter and battle. Sasquatch Wing watch Nightmare Man. Know he above all want battle. And though Sasquatch still sting from Raphael Sampson betrayal, this one want to prove to be real champion. Well, looks like he's definitely going to get an answer from Necrom. The living nightmare Necrom, the Underworld champion, one of the most devastating wrestlers to come out of the lucha libre scene in Mexico. And here he comes. Let's see what he has to say. Sasquatch Wing, to say I am enthusiastic about your challenge would be an understatement. While I doubt a battle between us would be as limitless as my fight with Tommy Black, I have been wanting to test my mettle against a beast such as you. That good to hear, Nightmare Man. Sasquatch Wing is about the battle. No fancy tricks. No underhand tactics. Just battle. Oh, yes. Glorious. I have no special powers, despite what people may think. No enhancements. I am just a man, but a man of determination and will. And now I can have a real hunt against a man of the wild. Well, Sasquatch Wing, maybe not man, but understands spirit of statement, Nightmare Man. This one happy to give you battle you crave. Happy to face you in ring and give all. Perfection. A battle against one such as you. There can be no doubt that it is a challenge, and a victory against you is sweet because none could deny it is earned, because it is not certain. Battle never certain, but this one look forward. May not necessarily like Nightmare Man, but can respect Nightmare Man. Squatch look forward to having Nightmare for Christmas. That was clever. That was clever, Squatch. I like that, yes. It might be a New Year's nightmare. Perhaps would be a better statement, but you're in the spirit of things. I do promise you this. I promise pain. I promise brutality. Squatch face those things all life. See pain. Whatever pain Nightmare Man brings Sasquatch Wing, pale in betrayal of best friend. Squatch look forward to battle of fists to get past that pain. Yes, you do understand. So many here get caught up in, oh, are you, is it good, is it evil? Who cares? It's battle. It is testing yourself against the best. That is why I came here. And you are the perfect opponent. Okay, well, you know what? I feel there's a lot of ideological differences between those two. But I guess the one place they can vector where their Venn diagram comes together is having a good fight. And, well, I guess that we know it's going to happen. Millennium Dragon, Underworld Champion, Sasquatch Wing versus Necrom. Oh, good. The card is coming together with 2 weeks to spare. All right. Now, folks, as promised, a challenge was made just a little bit ago. The International Combat Club will be joining the Night's Watch and OTP to take on the Multiversal Tag Team Champions, the Absolute Units at Millennium Dragon, in a fatal four-way Tag Team Championship match. But before we get there, one member of each of those tag teams will face each other in a fatal four-way right now. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a fatal four-way match. Introducing first, Absolute Adonis Washington.
And first, he is one half of your tag team champions, Adonis Washington. There he is, folks. One half, and now his opponents.
Introducing next, Gunner Bird.
And representing the Night's Watch, it's Gunner Birch. Gunner Birch, ninja member of the Night's Watch. Although all that's left of the Watch is Birch and the hardcore hound, Alistair Evergreen, but they will be getting a title shot along with all the other teams you're going to see tonight at Millennium Dragon.
Introducing next, Larkin.
The best stand-up comedian to come out of the East German Super Soldier program, representing the International Combat Club, it's Larkin.
And introducing the final opponent, Croc Vor.
And the Cajun Cryptid representing OTP, representing himself and his longtime partner, Registered Anon. And come Millennium Dragon, they have a shot at once again holding the tag team gold. And we're off. Fatal four-way. Folks, this is one fall to a finish. And believe me, all four want to win because it could represent momentum going into their match for the tag championship. Croc outside the ring, Locken deciding he wants to go after Gunnar Birch. And remember, as we saw earlier tonight, the deal made between Forrest Wade and Glycerius, a fatal four-way tag match at Millennium Dragon for the Multiversal Tag Team Championship. And Locken throwing off Adonis, but setting himself up for Gunnar. Oh, Gunnar took too long, got punched, and now here's Krokvor. A feeding frenzy on Gunnar. Croc, oh, crossbody on Gunnar. Only to face the fist of Lock. Oh no! That's the joke! And they are outside, and that doesn't matter how long they're outside the ring. A fatal four-way is no disqualification, no count out. Anything goes. Which is also how it's going to be at Millennium Dragon. There we go. And right now, Gunner trying to deal with Locken. Locken gets free. Adonis and Croc both in the ring. And the fall has to happen in the ring. Adonis, being slammed into the Spanish announce table as Croc goes after Gunner. Adonis going after Locken, and finally Adonis hitting an absolute authority. And again, an absolute authority on Locken, but any attempt to pin broken up by Gunner. Just literally hammering on them. Locken and Adonis about to face off as the other two combatants laid out in the ring by that brutal assault from Adonis. Adonis taunt to body, getting caught in a "that's the joke." And with all 4 men in the ring, it could be anyone's game. Oh, Pele kick onto Croc.
And your winner, Gunner Bird.
Well, there you have it, folks. Going into Millennium Dragon, the Night's Watch have the victory in this warm-up match. Will it give them the necessary momentum to get the gold for the first time ever? Join us on January 5th to find out. And that, folks, brings us, well, we're almost there. We have one match to go. But before we get there, we have one last thing to do. And that is, well, there's one last challenge sitting out there, and that is, of course, the challenge that the wide bastard Minwanu made, wanting a crack at El Albatros's big bank briefcase. Alba gave him a challenge, win against an opponent of my choosing. That opponent, Draco Rex, now of TPK. Let's hear what his thoughts are afterwards, folks. We're heading to ringside to hear from the Lucha legend, El Albatros. I knew going in that Minwano was simply all talk. Oh, he can hit like a freight train. But all that power means nothing to a wrestler of superior skills. And as Draco Rex proved last week, he has the skills. All Minwano has is the brawn. And because of that, I will not be putting my briefcase on the line. Let's be honest. I have plans for that. And all of this posturing, well, it was a diversion at best, but let's be honest, we're done with that now. I merely have to wait and pick my moment. And then finally, I will have what has evaded me for so very long. The Multiverse Heavyweight Championship. And I'll be honest, it doesn't matter who I face. It doesn't matter if it's Nice Ice, TJ the Mint-Gable. You could put it on Theron Markov. It does not matter who has the belt when I go. Whoever it is will face the Maker's guillotine and tap out, giving me at last the glory that I have had snatched away from me far too often. Well, there you heard it, folks. El Albatros knows that he has his shot. He just has to bide his time. And he gave Minwano his chance. And that is that. Back to the drawing board for the wide bastard. Now, at last, this feud, this issue that we are about to witness has been going on for a little while, but has deep, What? Phyllis, what? Oh, you gotta be not. How many times can we have a backstage brawl in 1 month, Phyllis? We got it. We got to do. You mean you already had the cameras right? You knew? Oh yeah. Okay, I give you that. You guessed. All right, get him back there. See who it is. That are you kidding me, folks? It's R. Sawyer and Jagger Blackthorn. Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. Well, I got to go check on something. I'm going to go see if I can actually get security. I'll be right back. All right, folks. I talked to security, and they informed me I don't pay them enough, and I don't have the budget for hazard pay. So they're just going to wait until this is over, because of course they are. Well, and here we go. And over goes the Storm Crew. And, oh, Jagger was trying to get something on the Terminator, but Sawyer fought his way out. All right, fine. Jagger trying to bring him over to those boxes, but Sawyer fighting his way out. Sawyer being beaten by that shovel. And Blackthorn bring it. The question I have is who started it? It could have been either one. And ultimately, does it matter? And it looks like Jagger is the last standing. Absolute insanity. And these two have made it very clear their intention to face each other at Millennium Dragon. My question, what kind of match are these two absolutely brutal foes going to insist on come the first pay-per-view of 2026? Well, only time can tell. In the meantime, before I was interrupted, it's time for your main event. As I was saying, Johan Moon, Tommy Black, the Nexus Titan Championship. What more do I have to say except let's do this.
Your main event is for the Nexus Titan Championship. Introducing first, Johan Mjoln.
The Son of Thunder looking for another shot at gold, and he wants Tommy Black's. History between these two, both finalists in Flashbang's original 64-man tournament that saw Tommy Black become their inaugural heavyweight champion, defeating Mjoln, Jagger Blackthorn, and the late Legend Wilson. Now, Mjoln wants to beat Black for his Nexus Titan Championship. The question, can he do it?
And introducing their opponent, they are the Nexus Titan Champion, Tommy Black.
The Mad Lad of London, the Ginger Boy, Tommy Black. He has fought hard, and I already gave you the history between these two. He has been through a lot, but come out a fighting champion, but now facing somebody he knows all too well for far too long. For that, the second most prestigious belt on Warzone. And it is time, folks. As Tommy Black prepares to hand over the belt for the ceremony of the belt. And there we have it, and there's only one thing left to do, and that is ring that bell. Oh, and out comes Mjoln on the attack immediately. Oh, Mjoln throwing off Black as he comes at him. Oh, the chop across the chest. And, oh, raining blows on Black. Johan determined and merciless. And again, blows onto Black. Johan is just being a brutal beast to the Ginger Boy. Finally, a little offense from Tommy, getting back up. And again, Luthez press. But, slammed down by Johan. And discus punch. And, a twisting neck breaker. And now, brutality on to Black. And, again, Black just trying to get some kind of momentum. Oh, hung out to dry. And it just... Mjoln seems unstoppable at this moment. The demigod versus the mad lad. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, kick out of 2. We almost had a new Nexus Titan champion. And there goes Johan up and wanting Tommy up. Oh, and down goes the Ginger Boy. And, oh, slamming him into the turnbuckle. But Tommy is fighting his way out. Oh, Mad Lad lock. Oh, London Dungeon, I mean. A London Dungeon. Tommy finally getting some momentum, but scooped up by Johan. Snake Eyes! Oh, Ragnarok! That's it. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out! Dragon Screw takedown. Black going for a pin. And a kneeling DDT. And just punching a demigod in the face. And, oh, face plant. I think we can all guess what happened. Let's get a good look at Tommy's face. Yep, he's bleeding. The Bloodokin has been unleashed. Mad Lad kick. And now into the Mad Lad lock. And now a swift backhand. Tommy is beginning to get charged up. Oh, double axe handle. Hoisting him up, but Johan, you better be careful. The Crimson Right has been invoked. Oh, bringing him down. Getting him locked. Is this it? Breaking away. And Black is up top, and Frog Splash, shades of Eddie Guerrero. And another kick out at 2. But the Mad Lad is feeling it, and another Mad Lad leg. Johan is feeling Tommy made a mistake, is going after. Oh no! You have a punching contest. Oh, Johan ducked the kick, but oh, not enough. Slamming Johan down. And yeah, getting him into another London dungeon. How much more can Johan take? And the answer is another Mad Lad leg. Oh, he kicked out again. But now he faces one more time the Mad Lad lock.
Your winner and still Nexus Titan Champion, Tommy Black.
The Ginger Boy retains, but look at that. Bloody mess, the Blood Maledict invoked. And still Nexus Titan Champion. That leaves the question, what happens in 2 weeks at Millennium Dragon for the Ginger Boy? Well, folks, here's where we stand. And remember, next week will be the Go Home show. But right now, you can guarantee, I first off guarantee, even though nothing is set, I do think that newly formed team of TPK, Gorm, Dagrick, and Draco Rex, I guarantee they've got something up their sleeves for the Dark Lords. But what we do know for sure, Sir Unkley Dunk versus an opponent of the storyteller's choosing in a Face Your Fears match to rewrite his destiny. Sasquatch Wing versus Necrom for the Underworld Championship. Adrian Driscoll versus the Multiversal Ant versus Juan Chance for the TTV Championship. Yeah, something's going to happen with Jagger Blackthorn and R. Sawyer. And a fatal four-way for the tag championships between the ICC, the Night's Watch, OTP, and the Absolute Units. War Games! Hero Time versus the Outlaws and Dirty Deeds. And of course, TJ the Mint Gable defends his Multiversal Heavyweight Championship against Nice Ice. What else could happen on January 5th? We'll tune in next week to find out. Until then, we're out of time. I've been your host, Jerry Aldini. Good night.